PlayStation Plus offers a vast selection of sandbox games that let you explore freely and complete objectives at your own pace. With so many titles to choose from, deciding where to begin can be overwhelming. That's why we've put together a list of the best open-world games available on Sony's service. Kicking off the list is Just Cause 3. PS Plus Extra includes both Just Cause 3 and 4, two games that launched to fairly mixed receptions. While Just Cause 4 was criticized for its toned-down destruction, Just Cause 3 faced backlash for its technical issues at launch. Yet, despite its flaws, this game demonstrates just how exhilarating a sandbox experience can be. Set on a fictional island, players are given complete freedom to create chaos. The game offers an expansive playground filled with vehicles, weapons, and gadgets, providing endless possibilities. With tools like grapple hooks, parachutes, and wingsuits, traversing a massive world is fluid and dynamic. At its core, Just Cause 3 is simply fun, delivering a thrilling and satisfying gameplay experience. Number 19 is The Crew 2, an impressive racing game set in an always-online, open-world environment. While there are several great multiplayer racing games available, few offer an expansive open world with as much content to explore. The game is divided into 4 disciplines, allowing players to experience different types of racing. Unlike its predecessor, The Crew 2 focuses more on traditional open-world racing, with less emphasis on cross-country trips. However, despite the game's large map, exploring it might not always be exciting. Grinding is also a significant part of the gameplay loop, requiring players to invest a fair amount of time to unlock a good range of vehicles. Number 18 is Gravity Rush 2. The original Gravity Rush launched alongside the PlayStation Vita in 2012, captivating players with its innovative gravity manipulation mechanics. Its success led to a PS4 remaster and a sequel. Gravity Rush 2 builds upon the first game's foundation. Packed with personality, it offers a wealth of engaging activities and unique everyday stories to discover in its stunning open world. This sequel takes players on a mind-bending journey across multiple locations, all while giving Kat and the players the answers they crave about her mysterious origins. With improvements to gameplay variety and a beautiful presentation featuring colorful art and an exquisite soundtrack, Gravity Rush 2 is a must-play for fans of the first game and newcomers alike. Number 17 is Crysis Remastered. Dressed in powerful nanosuits, Raptor Team lands on Lingshan Islands in search of important archaeologists who have gone missing. Predominantly set in a jungle, Crysis open world might not be particularly unique, but it serves as a suitable playground for a power fantasy type experience. While not as expansive as open world projects released post-2010, the map is still substantial, which has its own benefits. Crysis Remastered is a good choice for anyone seeking a satisfying open world FPS that won't take them too long to complete. Number 16 is The Long Dark. The world has devolved into a post-apocalyptic state, putting the player in a freezing Canadian wasteland. Winterview, the game's story mode, takes players through a very straightforward path that teaches them the fundamentals of survival. Although this option is good, it is really a prelude to the Long Dark survival mode. As the title indicates, this part is all about surviving for as long as possible, despite the enormous challenges of the weather, cold, and wildlife. The Long Dark gives the player the freedom to do their own things. With death lurking around every corner, the game maintains a continual sense of tension as players desperately try to keep their meters healthy in an environment seemingly designed to harm them. While The Long Dark might not be an easy game, it provides a range of difficulty options for players to customize their experiences. Number 15 is Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Originally released during the PS3 era, Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning received a remaster in 2020. This version helped put the game back on the market, as it was not the easiest product to come by for a few years. Kingdoms of Amalur is a relatively straightforward fantasy RPG, and its story should not hold too many surprises for veterans of the genre. However, the game's world is refreshingly colorful and vibrant, helping to set it apart from some of its contemporaries. While somewhat dated in this day and age, Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning's gameplay is nevertheless a great deal of fun. Taking a few hints from hack-and-slash titles, the combat system is fluid, fast-paced, and explosive. Number 14 is The Forgotten City, a beautifully crafted game where players find themselves living among Romans and are quickly tasked with solving a mysterious case involving people turning into gold statues. While the map isn't massive, it's detailed and explorable, with streets filled with NPCs who offer optional quests that are well-written and contribute to the game's world building. The Forgotten City excels at exploring intriguing moral dilemmas through excellent dialogue and character development. It's one of those rare open-world PS Plus games that can be completed in a day or a weekend. Number 13 is Watch Dogs: Legion, an action-adventure game set in a near-future London. The game introduces a compelling gameplay mechanic where players can recruit and play as any character they encounter in a game world. This recruitment system allows players to assemble a diverse team of operatives, each with their unique skills and backgrounds, bringing a refreshing level of diversity and strategy to the gameplay, as players can choose operatives that best suit their playstyle and objectives. Watch Dogs Legion's world is beautifully crafted, offering players an immersive and realistic open-world experience with plenty of activities, making it a great choice for those seeking a vibrant and dynamic gaming environment. Number 12 is LEGO City Undercover. Out of the many games released during the 2010s, LEGO City Undercover garnered arguably the most love, and it represents a high point in the franchise's legacy. Unlike some of the series' other original titles, this project largely sticks to the formula present in the licensed LEGO games, providing players with a comedic action-adventure romp through a sandbox filled with collectibles and secondary content. LEGO City's design emphasizes variety, offering a wide selection of districts that each have their own flavor. The side quests and optional activities are relatively rudimentary and traditional for a LEGO game, but the city itself is fun and relaxing to explore. The main story is also a blast, playing out like an action blockbuster ripped right out of the 80s. LEGO City Undercover is an enjoyable and adventurous game that will have you laughing and engaged throughout. Number 11 is Jak 3. While still utilizing platforming as a core mechanic, Jak 3 greatly ramped up the action and replaced the precursor Legacy's linear levels with larger and more open-ended areas. Jak 3 really emphasizes its free-roaming element, encouraging players to explore its two cities and wasteland as much as possible. Compared to its predecessors, Jak 3 can come across as unfocused and disjointed. However, it is still one of the best action-adventure games on the PS2. As far as its open world is considered, Jak 3's map is not nearly as expansive or diverse as some of its high-profile contemporaries. That said, the core gameplay is strong enough to keep things interesting for its short campaign. Number 10 is Days Gone, an open-world zombie apocalypse game where players must battle massive hordes of enemies. The game launched to a fairly meek response compared to other PS4 exclusives, causing it to slip by the wayside after a while. However, if someone looks past Days Gone's uneven reputation and pushes through the narrative's slow early moments, they will eventually find themselves immersed in a refreshingly intense open-world experience. The game's main selling point is its zombie hordes, and encountering these armies of freakers never fails to be both exciting and terrifying. Days Gone's world is impressive, filled with details that provide context for society's current situation. The project does a good job of populating its map with small events that add an element of spontaneity, extending beyond just zombies, as there are plenty of humans running about as well. Number 9 is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. PS Plus Extra has a plethora of Assassin's Creed games, and picking a favorite will likely come down to a person's preferred setting. However, Black Flag should not be ignored, especially since the game stands on its own quite well. Set during the height of piracy, Black Flag delivers a world brimming with gorgeous places to go, 3 central cities, and lots to discover. The campaign quickly puts the player behind the wheel of a ship and gets them out of the water, encouraging them to explore to their heart's content. Black Flag is, first and foremost, a pirate game rather than Assassin's Creed sequel, and this helps differentiate it from everything that came before and after. If you're enjoying this video, we'd really appreciate it if you gave us a thumbs up. Number 8 is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This Western RPG was a massive critical and commercial success from the start. It offers detailed customization options and plenty of loot, giving players the freedom to interact with its world in various ways. Skyrim's longevity stems from its ability to immerse players in a fully realized world where exploration is both fun and satisfying. While the combat might feel a bit dated compared to more recent RPGs, the game compensates with deep customization and build options. The main quest follows the customizable Dragonborn as they work to stop a dragon prophesied to destroy the world. However, reaching that point can take a long time because the world is filled with activities. You can spend countless hours traveling the vast map, discovering new locations, finding items, and completing side quests. Number 7 is Far Cry Primal. There have been a handful of great Far Cry titles released in recent years, but few are as inspired and unique as Far Cry Primal. This time, players step into the shoes of a protagonist embroiled in ancient conflict, ditching all the high-powered firearms and weapons of the modern age in favor of spears, rocks, and other caveman-inspired items. With brutal enemies and some seriously ferocious wildlife to be found, Far Cry Primal offers a unique open-world experience that helps separate itself from the rest of the Far Cry series while still maintaining the formula that has made the franchise so iconic. Number 6 is Death Stranding. Set in a post-apocalyptic America, you play as Sam, a person charged with traveling across the country delivering packages and establishing communication points. Death Stranding is very much about the journey. Sam must meticulously plan his trips, navigating the harsh beauty of a barren landscape. Walking, climbing, and traversing these dangerous yet stunning environments is surprisingly engaging, despite being dismissed by some as a walking simulator. Don't expect a high-action thrill ride. Instead, Death Stranding offers a relaxing experience, punctuated by occasional encounters with strange, otherworldly creatures. Number 5 is Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. While the original Spider-Man game was a massive open-world action title, its immediate follow-up, Miles Morales, takes a more manageable approach, resembling the scale of a standalone expansion. This release retains everything that made the original great while eliminating unnecessary elements like repetitive side quests. Despite its shorter length compared to the main entry, with the main story lasting only a few hours, the game offers an engaging narrative that delves into the hero's dual life, a concept he is just beginning to grapple with as he is still new to being Spider-Man. The open world is nonetheless fun to explore, thanks to Miles Morales' satisfying movement and traversal abilities. Number 4 is Fallout 4, an open-world action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world. Players take control of a sole survivor who emerges from Vault 111 to find their spouse and son missing. The player is tasked with finding their son and uncovering the secrets of the Commonwealth. Fallout 4 gives players tons of areas to explore with a multitude of side quests to complete. Those looking for an FPS-style RPG with a myriad of areas to conquer should definitely fall in love with this iconic release, as it offers players a great open-world adventure. Players can expect to put some serious time into this game if they want to see and do everything possible, and that's not even counting the DLC add-ons. Number 3 on our list is Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. This game transports players back to the 13th century as the Mongols invade Japan's Tsushima Island. After failing to stop the invasion and nearly meeting his end, Jin Sakai embarks on a quest to recruit fighters who could help turn the tide of battle. The Director's Cut includes the expansion Iki Island, offering players the chance to engage in intense samurai-themed battles and counter memorable NPCs through engaging side quests. Ghost of Tsushima's open world is stunning, whether played on the PS4 or the PS5. Tsushima Island is rich, diverse, and breathtaking. Overall, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is an excellent game that is sure to please any open-world games fan. Number 2 is The Witcher 3, a game that anyone even slightly interested in open worlds or RPGs has likely already experienced, so its arrival on PS Plus might not be that exciting for them. However, Sony's service includes the PS5 version, which comes with a few tweaks and quality of life improvements for the best console experience. If someone's experience with Wild Hunt is limited to the PS4 version, they might want to give the updated version a try. The Witcher 3 is perfect for those who love hunting down and slaying monstrous creatures. The game once again puts players in the boots of the White Wolf, a renowned witcher in the Northern Realms. He often embarks on a variety of adventures beyond the usual monster killing. With so much to see and do, this action RPG feels almost like a life simulation game, blending dark fantasy elements with well-designed, balanced combat. Some boss battles are incredibly intense, and the quality of the game's side quests is unmatched by any other RPG released around or after 2015. For those who haven't played it yet, there's no reason to wait any longer. Number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar is arguably the leading developer when it comes to open-world projects and might take its time developing a new project, but the company tends to make the wait worth it. Red Dead Redemption 2 set an extremely high bar that the entire industry will struggle to surpass. Set around the start of the 20th century prior to 2010's Red Dead Redemption, which is also one of the greatest open-world games of all time, the Western game brings to life a long-gone era of American history, guiding players through an array of detailed cities and landscapes that will effortlessly teleport them to a time when outlaws were part of everyday life. Rockstar prioritized realism when crafting this game, and that extends to the protagonist's controls, the gameplay mechanics, and the world's presentation. While certainly plot-driven, the campaign is filled with slow-life moments designed to showcase the protagonist's daily routine. Traveling across the map is an arduous and lengthy process, filled with elements that emphasize an outlaw's hard life. Red Dead's attention to detail and authenticity can be exhausting and polarizing, but they contribute significantly to the unique brilliance of Rockstar's masterpiece. We hope you discovered your next favorite game. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more PlayStation content. Until next time, happy gaming.